Namaste everyone, welcome to Inspire Yoga. I'm JJ.
Namaste, I'm Carrie, and today we're going to take you through an uplifting flow class as part of our spring series. We'll finish with a guided relaxation, a mantra meditation. JJ's going to get us started with some breath work and a warm-up.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to rock onto our toes at hip width apart, making sure that all of our toes are nice and grounded. And then we're slowly going to ease our heels back down onto the ground until all of our feet are nice and level and fully grounded. Then we're going to bring our right hand up to our chest, our left hand onto our belly, and we're going to fill from belly up. Okay, so it's in three parts. We're going to fill our belly first on the inhale, up through our rib, and then into our chest. And we're going to release that breath in the reverse order. So chest first, ribs and belly. So you can close your eyes and visualize that breath coming in. So in through our belly, chest and ribs, and releasing that breath. In through the belly, filling that belly up. And slowly release. And now we're going to bring our hands to our fists and we're going to get some energy flowing in the body. So we're going to bash away at the outsides of our legs like this.
Lightly.
Lightly. We're avoiding the knees, down the outsides of the legs. And then back up the insides. Again, avoiding those knees. Okay. Bring it over.
Just like a loose fist, yeah?
Bring it over around the back. Make sure you're working on that buttocks. Okay, that feels really nice. And then down the outsides of the legs again. Again, remembering to avoid those knees. Back up through the insides of the legs again.
Under the thighs is good if you've been cycling as well, eh?
Go down one more again. And now we're going to start on our left shoulder, okay? So we're going to start down the outside of our arm, avoid the elbow, and back up the inside. Okay, and that bicep. You can go over the back onto that shoulder, that feels quite nice. Back down the outside as well. And up through the inside again. Down we go again. Back up the inside. This time spending a bit more time, giving that shoulder a bit more love.
Oh, so good.
And then back down. And back up. Okay, now we're going to swap sides.
Feel energy just in the palm of that right hand just from doing that work. It's awesome as a warm-up.
Anything like me, you're already warm.
Not me.
Okay, remember to spend some time on that shoulder now. Give that right shoulder a bit of love. Okay, and release. Okay, now we're going to get into some spinal curls. Okay, so yeah, breathing in. Unfurling and then furling up all the way to the ground. Slowly inhaling out, unfurling the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way to the top, rolling the shoulders and opening back up. you come to the top. I'm going to hold there. I'm going to get some movement into our shoulders. I'll go side on so you can see this. And Carrie's going to operate with this. So we're going to have our hands in the air like so. Okay, and then we're going to go in opposite directions. You can bend the knees at the bottom if you like.
You can go very slowly as well if this is a bit confusing. It makes the left and right side of the brain communicate through the corpus callosum. I think that's the right term, isn't it? It's really good for your brain as well as your body. We're going to work a lot with the shoulders tonight and releasing tension from the shoulders. We focused on the hips last week. Should we change direction? Yeah.
I think I've changed direction. Two more. Okay, to the front. Would you like to get into some chair exercises? Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to plant our feet hip width apart again, bend our knees slightly, okay, raise the hands up there, and we're going to sweep them slowly down all the way through, and then back up behind us. Nice and slow for the first couple. And you can turn this into as dynamic as you like.
Inhaling to bring you up, exhaling to release down. I'll turn to the side to show you as you continue to practice this. You can start to bring your belly quite close to your thighs. As you straighten into your legs. Letting the crown of your head come towards the ground. This builds a lot of heat.
You're warm already. Okay, we'll go one more and then we're going to stay down.
Cool. Interlace the fingers, but take them overhead, just allowing the weight of your arms and hands to take your torso a little deeper as we move into Uttanasana, standing forward fold. And I'm going to ask JJ just to shake his head yes, shake his head no, and just allow the neck to dangle and hang nice and loose. One more breath here, see if you can walk those shoulders, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then release the hands. Take hold of opposite elbows now and allow your torso to sway like a pendulum side to side. Good, again, warming up the backs of the legs. Feeling as though the forearms were coming a little closer to the ground with each exhalation as the spine releases. Beautiful, two more breaths here. This is the first time on our mats today. We did so much yoga yesterday. Thank you to those of you who joined us at the wellness event in Bangladesh. It was so nice. So when you're ready, come back to center. Release your elbows and take hold of your hips with your hands. Make a flat back as you lead with your heart and rise. Inhale, reach your hands high. Exhale, Tadasana, pause. If you're not already there, step to the front of your mat now. And we'll begin. Take a deep inhalation. As you exhale, release your hands. Inhale, reach them high. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Inhale, halfway lift fingertips on the shins or the ground. Exhale, bow. Take a big step back with your right foot. Back knee comes down as your hands come to your front thigh. And check your knees behind your ankle. When you're ready, inhale, reach out of your hips and pause. Soften your shoulders here. If you like, you can pick your back knee up off the floor. Just an option. Or keep it down. You can I might get you doing the challenging stuff later. Exhale, come forwards, touch your fingertips behind your back. Inhale, reach high. Good. Exhale, forwards. So warming up the shoulders. Inhale to rise. Move with your own breath in your own time. Let's do two more like this. Good. Last time. Good. If your back knee isn't already down, then bring the back knee down. As you bring the right hand down now, coming up onto your fingertips, see if you can keep the shoulder plugged in as you reach your left hand high and then sweep it back, making big circles with your left hand, warming up that left shoulder. Again, if you like, you can pick your back knee up off the floor as we move, using a little bit of core. I think JJ's following the fingers with his gaze. You can do that if that's okay for your neck, or just keep your gaze soft and low. Twice more here. Good. Exhaling, release. Come back to kneeling. Inhale, reach out of your hips. Exhale, take your hands in front, palms facing each other. Now inhale, slide your right fingertips back, reach back. Exhale, come back. Got it, awesome. So it's just like you're opening up the chest, but the hips stay facing forwards. Good, twice more like that. How's that with the shoulders? Good.
Almost like I'm pulling a bow.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, like we did with Virabhadrasana too. Awesome, last time. And then we're going to take it to the other side. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, bringing it back. Moving with your breath, which might be faster or slower than ours. Twice more this side. Side, side. Awesome. And then release. Inhale. Reach high, lunging deep into the hips, and exhale, bring it down. You're going to come back to all fours now. Spread your fingers, ground your hands under your shoulders, your knees aligned under your hips and the tops of your feet grounded. Exhale, press the ground away. Tuck your chin and round your spine. Inhale, lift your tailbone first, pull your shoulders back, reach your heart forwards. Hello. Exhale, contract. Stay with this nice gentle practice. If you want to work a little bit harder, you can exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, raise the toes high. Moving with your breath. Those of you who really want to challenge, you can bring the right arm in as well. Contracting elbow and knee towards each other. Maybe even tapping your knee to your nose if you like. Twice more this side.
I'm over here.
I thought you were. I'm going to give him the next challenging one. Okay, we'll take it to the other side when you're ready. Feel free to just stay with the leg raises, tiger pose, or if you like, you can bring that elbow in, reaching the left hand away. Practicing Ardha Chandrasana, hey, that half moon pose, maybe I should give you that one. Awesome, twice more this side. Is it your new favourite pose, maybe?
Yeah.
And that's Linda Harriman's favourite pose. Inhale to extend, exhale, release, awesome. Just circling your hips around your knees now. You like to hold this one,
I can hold it out to the side. I find a really good stretch right through here.
Back of the hips. Awesome for cyclists. Or move with the breath, taking the hips around the knees and the shoulders around the wrists.
I promise it's not just resting.
Always taking the easy option, no. Just teasing. It's really important that you make your yoga practice work for you. It's much more about feel. Feel first and then form. So if the pose isn't feeling right, then change it until it does. Or skip it. Substitute. Making your way back to center. When you're ready, we're going to step the opposite leg up. Which side do we do? It's right leg forwards now, isn't it? Am I right?
Correct.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, when you're ready. I'm glad someone's onto it. You got it covered. Oh, yes. I could get that easy option. Reaching out of the hips, extending into the fingertips. Exhale, soften the shoulders. bowing forward. So you're hovering your belly just above the thigh. Inhale. If you do have the back knee lifted and it's really challenging, just bring it down until you can find that form. So even with the back knee down, you're still really pulling the belly button up towards the spine, really engaging the core. It's still challenging for sure. Okay, couple more breaths here. Exhaling forwards, inhaling up. And the other thing is making sure that your feet aren't too close together, so on the train track rather than the tightrope. Otherwise balance is tricky. Good, pausing at the top. Good, releasing when you're ready. Bringing the left fingertips down this time. Reaching the right hand high, and see if you can stay on your left fingertips and turn your palm in. That's it. So the shoulders outer rotating. Can you see that? Awesome. Right hand sweeps back and round. Inhaling up. Good. And see if you can lead with the baby finger. Inhaling up, exhaling round, warming up the right shoulder this time. You're pushing through the back heel if that back knee is lifted, or keeping it down if you prefer. Once more. Last time. And then release. Good. Bring it back up. Bring that back knee down if it's been lifted. Relax. Inhale, reach out of your hips. Exhale, fingers to the front. Plug the shoulders in. Good. And then inhale. Begin to slide your left fingertips across the chest, opening up. Exhale, bringing it back. Good. Good. So if you've got the space, you bring it, closing it like you're closing a book. That's it. And as you practice, you just self-correct it. Awesome. Just watch that front knee's not moving. We'll have a tendency to want to join in, so keep it fixed.
It's that dominant hand thing, you know, you change something over. And it becomes challenging.
It's true. Good. Once more this time. Staying to the front and then changing sides. Inhale. Exhale, closing it up. Beautiful. So just taking it as far as you like, as far as feels good. Don't over stretch or force anything with your practice today. This is one of the only things about these online classes that I'm not able to see what you're doing, so you need to listen to your body once more.
So you just look for all my mistakes?
You can also look for mine. Inhale, reaching high. Exhale, release. Good. Coming back to the forwards. Taking the hands a little further up the mat now as we reach back to downward facing dog. And bending one knee at a time. Allowing time to tread your heels towards the ground. Shaking your head, letting your head dangle. Really see if you can get length through your spine. Pressing your hands into the ground and lifting your hips high. One more breath here. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, drop your knees to the ground. Hover your chest between your hands. Inhale, lay the belly down. Cobra, so shoulders away from the ears. Don't let the shoulders creep up. Beautiful. Up, pulling forwards rather than up. Good. Exhale, back through kneeling. Downward facing dog. You've got about 5 breaths here. So spread your fingers, check that your hands are grounded, particularly the base of the knuckle of the index finger is notorious for creeping up there and not supporting you. Good, keep lengthening through the spine. That's the intention of downward facing dog. It's not actually all about the hamstrings, which is where we feel it often. When you're ready, look forwards between your hands and bend your knees. Walk, step or jump to the front of your mat. Inhaling to the halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Bend your knees. Inhale, sweep your hands high. Exhale, release. How are we doing? Release the hands. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sit back, Utkatasana chair. Good, so like you're sitting back in the chair, Exhale, sweep your hands back. Inhale, forwards. Good, a few times just warming up the thighs. Warming up the core. 3 more?
Yep.
3 more. Awesome. Last one. And then release all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Look forwards, lengthen. Exhale, release, ground your hands, jump back to down dog. Good, now either come to your knees through to cobra. JJ, do you want to do that option? Or follow me, plank, chaturanga, up dog. Either way, pausing, good, nice. Exhale, down dog. And when you're ready, inhale, lift the right leg high, straighten it if you have room, I don't think I have room. And then step that foot up between your hands. Inhale, rising, warrior one. Good, release your hands to your hips. Check your alignment, so check again you're not on a tightrope, so more of a train track. And turn your back toes in slightly 45 degrees. Good. Inhale, reaching up, exhale, lunge. Releasing left hand to the back thigh or the right hip. And breathe. See if you can lengthen from the front all the way up to the top of the fingertips. One more breath here. Inhale, sweep the left hand high. Exhale, release. Good, come through your vinyasa. To cobra or up dog, your choice. Hi. Exhale, down dog. Left leg raises now, maybe straight if you have room. And stepping that foot up to the left side of your mat, right foot on the right side. Inhale, rise strongly. Good, again you can pause with your hands on your hips. Here you can actually check the alignment of the hips and pelvis, so play with the tilt of the hips. There'll be a place where you feel most strong. And the hips should be facing the top right corner of your mat here. So we're not trying to square them, okay? Because the sacroiliac joint needs to stay stable. We're not going to force that or strain that. Inhale, reach out of your hips. Exhale, soften your shoulders. This time the right hand can come back or reach for the left hip. And breathe. Sliding down the leg if you prefer. Reaching up into that top hand. One more breath. Sweep the right hand high. Exhale, release. Awesome. Stepping back to down dog. Coming through your vinyasa if you like, or rest here, your choice. Exhale, meet in downward facing dog. Again, check your head is hanging nice and loose. Easing the heels down, easing the legs straight, pressing the ground away. 2 more breaths here. And when you're ready, bend your knees, stepping, walking, jumping to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Bend your knees, inhale, sweep your hands high. Tadasana, warm. Okay, let's take a big step, taking a wide stance on the mat now. Awesome, turning left toes out, right toes in. Cool, and check that your left heel is in line with the inner arch of your right foot. When you're ready, inhale, reach your hands high. Exhale, lunge. Good, and then check that your back hand is as high as the front. Good. JJ, look at your posture here. So can you see if you're reaching forwards here? So come back and align your torso center over the pelvis. That's the way. So bring it back up. Beautiful. Perfect. Awesome. Keep the torso where it is as you inhale. Reach the legs straight, hands high. Exhale, lunge. Good, so the torso's not moving, it's just that thigh straightening, bending the knee. Straightening the leg, awesome, bending the knee. Nice work, once more. Fantastic, let's leave it there and begin to reverse the pose. Just like we did with Warrior 2. This way first, yeah. Awesome. Maybe taking your gaze up to your top thumb if you like. And then reach it all the way forwards. Forearm rests very lightly on this front leg. And the top arm sweeps over, making one long straight line from your baby finger to your baby toe on the right side of your body. Awesome. Maybe peeking your gaze out under your right arm. One more breath. And again, keep the legs steady this time as we float back to center. Inhale to rise. Exhale, release the hands. Let's take it to the other side. Good?
Yeah, good.
Last standing pose, and we're going to start to wind it down, I promise, okay? It's getting strong. Alternatively, feel free to repeat another couple of sun salutations if you like. When you're ready, inhale, reach out of your hips. Exhale, lunge into that front thigh. Good. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Your gaze can come over the third finger, the middle finger of the front hand. Looking straight ahead if you like. Maybe even overhead as you rise. Twice more, just like this. Awesome. Pausing when you're ready. And reversing. Again, you can reach. Pardon?
That's what I was trying to move on.
And keep that knee bending to the baby toe side of the foot. That's it. So lunge into the front knee, working it out. Awesome. Nice. When you're ready. Inhale, coming back. Reaching all the way forwards now. Parsvakonasana. Side angle pose. Okay. It's very light on that front thigh. Keep this shoulder pressing away from the ear, so keep space between your right shoulder and your right ear. One long line through the left side of the body. Maybe peeking your gaze out under your left arm. Keep your legs strong now as you float your arms back to parallel. And then inhale, rise. Awesome. Exhale, release the hands. A standing forward fold now as we turn the big toes in slightly. Inhale again, lengthen the sides of the waistline. Exhale, hinge from your hips, lead with your heart. Coming halfway down. Pause, inhale, looking ahead. If this is already strong for you, then feel free to take your hands out and come into a wide leg version of down dog. I think my hands are still in shot, maybe not quite.
Not quite in shot.
I'll hop back a bit and then you can see. I hope, yeah, so something like this. Awesome. And relax the head. If you do have more space and more freedom to come down, feel free to walk your hands between your legs, bringing the crown of your head towards the ground. Holding the big toes, whichever variation you want to take. Awesome, let's take 3 more breaths wherever you are. Awesome, no forcing, no straining. When you're ready, come back up, coming onto the fingertips if you like. And heel toe your feet towards each other until the feet are a little bit wider than hip width distance apart. Heels are wide. Coming to sit down in a squat malasana. Hands come to prayer.
Let's go quite wide for my one.
Yeah. Absolutely. And if your heels lift, that's fine. You can always roll a mat or a blanket to place under your heels if they are lifting. But as you're breathing here, see if you can keep lengthening your spine. Any discomfort in your knees, then just come and sit down. We'll be there in a moment. If it gets too strong in the hips, just come out of the pose. Otherwise, if you can let your hips really be heavy, stay here for another few breaths. If you like, you can come into a little twist variation, maybe even taking the bind if you like. Releasing back to center, lengthening at center, taking it to the other side. Okay. Awesome. One more breath here, lengthening your spine. Exhale, release. Coming to sit down on your mat. Awesome. Should we put our heads in the middle? Give your legs a little shake out. Okay. And then when you're ready, come lay on your back. Hug your knees towards you. Think we're still in short. Yes. Okay. So hopefully you're feeling nice and warm now. So bringing your hands to your knees, cup your knees in your hands and begin to circle your knees in opposite directions now. Just going to give the hips a little bit of love. Keeping the back of your neck nice and long. Chin slightly tucked. Next time your knees come to your belly, change direction. How you doing, JJ?
Good.
You're quiet.
Means I'm working hard. Yeah.
He gets me back on the bikes. In a spin class, you get your revenge, don't you?
Absolutely.
Okay, when you're ready, release your feet now as wide as your mat. Take a deep inhalation, take your hands overhead, palms face up, shoulders grounded. Keep the shoulders relaxed here. As we exhale, take the knees to the right side. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left side. Moving with your breath, like windscreen wipers. Inhaling up, exhaling down. So as you go to the left, your right knee comes towards the inner arch of your left foot. And the same the other side. Keep moving if you like. Pause and hold. Take a couple of breaths, one side and then the other. Really allowing your body to release into the pose. Inhaling to center and changing sides if you have been holding. Such a nice stretch. You could stay there all day. Inhaling to center. So bring your heels, just out of reach of your hands. Feet are hip width distance apart, setting up for bridge pose. Wriggling your shoulders towards each other. Really ground your lower back as you exhale. Inhale, begin to peel your back off the ground, sweeping hands overhead as you lift hands and hips in unison. Hello. Exhale to lower. We'll just do this a few times. So if this is a strong pose for you, you might just come to here and then down, and that's fine. Starting to see how far you can come, maybe pausing at the top of your inhalation as your hips reach their full height. Entirely up to you how far you go with this. Now those of you who would like a challenge here, come up to bridge, interlace your fingers behind your back. Bring your right foot towards the center of the mat and then inhale, raise the left leg and pause. Exhale, release. You're tickling the top of my head. And change sides. Inhale. Extending the right leg high. Breathe.
rest here for a second.
Fair enough. Good. Extending into your bridge pose, releasing gently. Bringing the soles of your feet together, knees fall wide. Hands come overhead, palms face up. Supta Baddha Konasana. A reclined cobblers or bound angle pose. Check your face is soft as you allow your shoulders to release here. Giving the hips a gentle stretch. Just allowing your legs to be heavy. Hips heavy. Count another 5 breaths here. Whenever you're ready, bringing your hands down to your legs, use your hands to bring your knees together. Pause, take your feet as wide as your mat, your knees knock together. If you would like to kick up into shoulder stand or wheel, if you're used to practicing some other inversions, feel free to do this. Otherwise, we're just going to finish with a very simple belly twist. So extending the left leg long, hug the right knee towards you. See if you can keep the left leg active and the left foot dorsiflex as you gently draw your right knee towards your right underarm. And then slowly cross that leg over your body. You can tuck your toes behind your knee if you like, or bring it all the way over. Reaching your right arm overhead, taking your gaze over your right shoulder if it's comfortable, or straight ahead if that's better for you. And as you use your left hand, you can increase the stretch you are experiencing in the back of your right hip. Just gently applying some support there. Perhaps taking a couple more releasing breaths this side before we come out. Gently coming back to center, hugging the right knee in. Bringing the left knee up and then changing sides, right leg extends. How you doing, JJ? All good?
Good, thank you.
So activate the right leg, the right foot, and bring the left knee slightly towards the left underarm. And then when you're ready, slowly cross the leg over your body, tucking the toes behind the opposite knee if you like. Whatever feels good for you. Bringing the foot to the ground. And then relaxing and releasing the left shoulder, taking your gaze over the left shoulder. If it's good for your neck, otherwise straight ahead. With the arm like this, it becomes a beautiful chest opener as well. Using that right hand to provide support. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here. Full belly breaths, just like JJ talked us through at the beginning of class. Inhalation flows from belly to chest. Exhalation flows from chest to belly. With your next exhalation, gently releasing, hugging the left knee in, and now the right. Doing anything else you feel your body needs to do to finish your practice today, perhaps circling both knees in one direction and the other, or taking happy baby pose. If that's a favorite for you, you can hold behind your thighs or hold the inner arches of your feet. Breathe. Somewhere in the next 5 or so breaths, begin to set yourself up for Shavasana. So, hello. Cat's camera shy today. Making yourself completely comfortable, resting your head on a pillow. So, as you turn your hands, palms face up, thumbs reaching down towards the ground. See if you can really ground your shoulders here. How's that? Got a partner that can give a little bit of pressure there. It's really nice. So you can ground your shoulders. Keep them really grounded. Shoulder blades drawing towards each other. Let your toes fall out to the sides. Take a deep inhalation, breathing in through your nose, and then sigh your breath out through your mouth. Letting go of all efforts now. Allowing your whole physical body to relax and release. And then allowing your breath to flow in and out through your nose as you consciously relax and release your whole body. Allowing your head to be heavy on the ground. Let your face soften and your eyes be heavy. Take a small swallow and relax your throat. Relax your tongue in your mouth. Bring your awareness down to your shoulders. Let your shoulders feel heavy now. With your next exhalation, begin to relax and release your shoulders. Allow your shoulders, arms and hands to soften and relax with each exhalation. Bring your awareness to your belly now. Notice if you're holding tension here, if there's any remaining tightness or engagement in the abdominal muscles. With your next exhalation, relax and release your tummy. Bring your awareness to your whole back body. Allow your whole back to soften, relax and release. Bring your awareness down to your hips. Allow your hips to feel heavy now. Allow your hips, pelvis, buttocks to relax and release with each exhalation. Bring your awareness to both legs now. Let both legs feel heavy on the ground. Allow your thighs, the backs of your thighs, your knees, the backs of your knees, shins and calf muscles to relax and release. Allow both feet, your heels, your ankles, tops of the feet, soles of your feet to soften and relax. With each exhalation, allow all 10 toes to relax and release. Whole body, your whole body from the crown of your head down to the tips of your toes softens, relaxes and releases With each exhalation, allow your minds to stay anchored with your breath and continue to use each outward breath to release anything that no longer serves you. As you become aware of your stream of consciousness, becoming aware of the thoughts that are passing through your mind. As you become aware of passing thoughts and feelings, allow them to drift past like clouds in the sky. Bring your awareness back to your natural breathing and the mantra music playing, allowing your hearts and your minds to rest here. When your attention wanders, as it will, gently, patiently draw it back once more, aware you are not these thoughts, not these feelings, not this temporary body. You are the eternal spirit soul, the one who watches.
Vivo. Releasing this awareness now. Once more become aware of your whole physical body laying on your mat today. Begin to take a deeper inhalation and bring your awareness back to the room. When you're ready, you can start to move your fingers and your toes. You might like to circle your wrists and your ankles. Moving your knees, your hips from side to side, perhaps rolling your head from side to side. I think I heard a little bit of snoring. It's a good thing. So a little bit? Yeah, just a touch.
Just a little bit. I always say I think it's better to fall asleep than be too active in Shavasana.
Absolutely. We're
It's
on
a-
the cusp of consciousness.
Perfect. It's a real opportunity to consciously relax. So often we're so busy in our days and we get home and we just put the TV on or just fall asleep without actually resolving physical, emotional, and mental tensions that we might be holding. So Shavasana is so wonderful as an opportunity. And now we'll finish our practice with some mantra meditation. We'll practice kirtan meditation, so a simple call and response. And the mantra that we'll use today is Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol. And if you haven't practiced kirtan before, you don't need any particular singing voice to practice this. You don't need any experience or qualifications. Simply listening and hearing with an open heart allowing the sacred sound of the mantra to do the work, and singing back, responding with your heart, with attention. So all we need. Let me borrow the cushion.
No problem.
Okay, so Haribol, Nitai Gaur, Haribol.
You reckon I'll set?
I am. It's still light, it's daylight savings now, so. Haribol, Nitai Gaur. Everyone. So we're going away next week, so possibly we'll have a class if we can film, if we have reception. Otherwise, thank you for your patience for a couple of weeks, and we'll be back in 2 weeks' time. But depending where we end up on our travels in the van, if we can do a little class for you and upload it, we will endeavour to do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we're having a big retreat down here in Whanganata on Labour weekend. If you can make that, what's it, the 23rd to the 26th?
Yeah, end of October, Labour weekend. Yeah.
So all things yoga, some kirtan, some yoga, and some yoga teachings from our friend Acharya Das, our spiritual teacher. So welcome to come along and join. It'll be a great weekend.
Yeah, hopefully you can make it. Okay, let's bring our hands together at prayer. Taking a moment just to pause at the end of our practice. To sit in gratitude. Gratitude for this day. Gratitude for all of our blessings and all of the opportunities that we have available to us. My gratitude to you at home for joining us today. With great love and respect to you. Namaste.
Namaste.
See you next time.
See you next week.
Haribol.
Haribol.